Hey guys, Nananki here, bringing you another Team Fortress 2 gameplay commentary. Today I started off playing as a spy. I intended to play spy, but after about 3 minutes of getting just absolutely wrecked, like right here, I was almost by him. I was almost by him by a hair. I thought I was by him. It's just a series of events like that for me on my attempts to play spy, and I think spy, more than any other class, is subject to having an opponent cooperate to a degree. You have to have somebody either turning their back or chasing you up the stairs. You can be in the right place at the right time and have a crafty or just spy-aware opponent and put an end to your shenanigans right then and there. And that's how this round was going for me. Like right here, this guy with this flare gun, I thought, I can probably get around this corner to the health pack in time, and I thought at the last second, you know what, I don't have enough cloak to make this corner. I should have strafed right, and I knew it as I died. I should have went to the right, because obviously he's going to be aiming right at the doorway, because he knows I'm going for that health pack on fire. It's so obvious. And, yeah, I paid for my obviousness by being obvious spy. I die an obvious death. So I was thinking it was time to go back to their spawn and see what I could accomplish with getting down their teleporters, because no teleporters at least means there's going to be a thinner trickle of troops, and even if I can't deal with the people in that little building, maybe I can pick off the reinforcements coming from spawn and at least thin out the ranks enough to allow my team to get that first point. I was more concerned with getting the telly down than fighting the spy, frankly. I stood still long enough that if he had been wielding the ambassador, he probably could have killed me, but I think he had the regular revolver, and he didn't aim terribly well, so I was able to catch him and rotate myself around on top of their spawn. And anytime you're hanging out on top of the spawn point here, make sure you do get all the way behind the building, because one of the dead camera perspectives overlooks this area and looks kind of from the other direction toward the spawn, and the building will block you if you're on this side of it. So probably should have just recorded a video of that rather than talk about it at such length. But I know I just killed the NG, so there should be at least one pile of NG buildings here without an engineer guarding them. And it's not this one, but hey, it was a good opportunity because it had just been being bombarded with grenades, and I didn't think I could get a side stab. I just pulled up the dead ringer and figured I'd get inside the building, but no, there's an NG on this stuff too. So I like bumped into everybody trying to get by, even though there was tons of metal. I was being chased by that scout. I half expected him to keep chasing me, that's why I stopped in the corner, but he did not keep up the pursuit. So I kind of went around here, I got the metal, took my time. He's not chasing me. I figured, alright, plenty of time's passed, move back in. I was like, oh, I could probably sap it and then bring up the dead ringer. And no, he was a nice and efficient scout. He took me out in 2 shots, and that's it. There was like a minute 20 left, and I was like, enough of this. Time to rage and play the class that I am, I think, most efficient with, Demo Man. I feel like when things are tough, I can go Demo Man and make a huge difference. But guess what? They got the first point without me even having been involved with it. So I was like, maybe it was a mistake to go Demo Man. Maybe I should have stayed a spy. But you know what? I kept having just, odd, poor encounters, like right here I'm getting, air blasted left and right. And even though I took out that guy, we've got the super charge full, and I didn't even realize it until after it was popped. So what am I doing here? I'm obstinately continuing to fire lock and load shots, even though I really should have just been reloading the sticky bombs, because now, guess what? I have no rounds in my gun. There's so many people to try to blow up. I didn't even manage to blow up the sentry or the NG. I wasted that Uber, essentially. Luckily, we do have a competent engineer on this team who's already built up in the side attic here. And I'm not a spy, you silly fellows. But I know that if I put some grenades on that door and one of my teammates opens it, then I can detonate them without being hit. But it's okay, because that soldier just kind of wandered off. So I'm trying to push in here. I've got this crits, and I got that grenade like right perfect where the NG was, but if you notice, the crits were removed at just the last fraction of a second and put on the heavy instead for some reason, and then we got flanked by a pyro and a demo and some other people probably as well. And another opportunity to run for my life here and get just barely away from that guy, and then have this kind of herp-derp fight with this scout. I'm like jumping right there. I think I saved myself with that jump too. Still being like randomly shot in the back, just hurling grenades everywhere at random. And I really want to try to get him around this corner to get into where the NG nest is. And I picked up that random person just completely by accident who strafed out into the crit. And I got caught by that sword so far to the left of it. I was sure that I had sidestepped it. I was going to put down a sticky, pull out my melee, start swinging and blasting and hope for the best, but nope, none of that. The medic is using a Kritzkrieg, and we have another Kritzkrieg here, and the demo man got through the doorway, and he didn't go back out, and he came right after my medic like a good, smart demo man should have. I was still able to take out the vast majority of them, but once again, I'm knocked off the ledge. I've got to run for my life. There's this mini sentry here. I was able to, shoot it once, shoot the scout once, and not kill either one of them. So that's nice and nice of me, isn't it? Just spread the damage out evenly, not actually kill anybody. So, again, trying to bring pressure to bear on these steps. I know if I can just get down these stairs, I can blow up all the stuff that's below them. Even though I stuck that one sentry on the roof and managed to miss 3 out of those 4 shots, you can see the one that did go, they can roll all the way up in there and be lethal. And people who have to run up at you from below high ground are screwed, and man, that door really saved my life there, and the medic ran off. Brilliant maneuver on his part. I thought, well, he's going to have to run all the way around, but guess what? No, here he comes back the same way. I was like, hey, he's back! Fantastic, and it closes again right in time to cut off that pyro. So for once, the doors are on my side. Today, they have earned my admiration. And that guy's dead, and that guy's dead, and that guy's dead. And it's like, oh, I just needed more heals, and I could have kept dispensing death. Maybe. But, you know, that we have pushed in pretty hard there. We did take out most of their stuff on that push, and without me even getting back to the front line, which, you know, is like every game I play practically. I'm never there for capturing the point. I'm not there for the finale. But I did manage to catch the guy who said, "You're not going to catch me," right there at the very, very end. That made me kind of happy. You know, I don't blame him. You know, it seemed like he was absolutely sure to get away with that. There was like no time left. So going into this round, I did not feel satisfied with the previous round. I died before the capture. You know, I just had a hard time, and I was really, really frustrated. Like right there, I'm just like, you know what? Just pretend there's nothing in front of me. Just visualize where the gun is and shoot it where you know the arc will hit, rather than trying to duck and pop back up. Like, I don't know how to do that. I'm not good at that. What I do know how to do is arc grenades and visualize. You know, like right there, if the NG strafed right, then I would have been safe, probably strafing into the building. If he strafed left, then that's where I shot the grenade. So again, you know, sometimes it helps when your enemies cooperate. So we got the first point. There's still red guys up there defending at the first point, and I'm like, you know what? I don't need to deal with them. I will just go for the last point. And kind of thought I might not even run into anybody. That scout either didn't notice me or didn't care. And of course they haven't had time to really build anything yet. There is a level 1 up, unfortunately. I didn't see that until I was already airborne, already dedicated to the cause. That's okay, I've still managed to reload without being chased and just bombard the area. But there are a ton of them over there now, and sticking grenades or not, I've got a sniper to deal with and a heavy, and some other people and some NGs. So I just kind of fed some grenades over there, hope for the best. I did take out somebody's sentry, I don't know, that must have been just going up at that moment. This pyro's over here harassing my team, just running in circles, and I got a lucky crit for him, no problem. I see the medics up there, I'm like, I need to go to where the medics are, and of course, if you didn't know, you can jump and crouch on that little piece of wood there to go up here onto this little shelf hallway section, and make another approach at the point, because again, I'm just out for blood at this point. I just want everybody to blow up, because I have just been having a hard time, and you want that gratification of all of your enemies being destroyed in front of you. You just want it. And I almost thought I knocked that freaking pyro back up on the ledge, and I was like, oh, this could be a problem. That's why I was taking so long to reload and fire that next shot. But I decided this is the moment here. I'm going in. I can probably catch this guy with grenades, and that guy, and there's always one more pyro. How great would that have been if I had just had another half second to turn around and smack him with the bottle, too. We did capture the point, again, without me being there. And I can live with that, just because it was such a solid round. Was that one round, one life? I think it may have been. Like I said, those are, you can count those coming from me on one hand, most certainly, because I tend to play with the most suicidal tactics possible at any given moment, because they tend to be the most fun. And yeah, I did notice the red triangles there burning me. I just could not catch this pyro to save my life, and I switched to the stickies just too late. He got some more crit fire, as well he should, after all my misses. He deserves it. High random spy in a tiny, tiny space. Can't really do much with that. All you can do is pull out your ambassador or revolver or whatever you've got and backpedal and fire furiously. At least that's what I would do. But we did blow up all the stuff that they had inside of the little platform on the left there, and they didn't have anything really on the right. So as they go retreating here, and I get lucky and hit a teleporter apparently. That is the nice thing about the main grenade launcher, the primary grenade launcher, is, you know, those 4 shots are going to roll around and rattle about in wherever kind of enclosed space you stick them. And I know time is of the essence here, so I'm shooting myself in, and it was perfect timing because that heavy came out the next instant. If I had taken, you know, another second to get to the point there, I wouldn't have been able to do as much damage as I did. And, of course, no big surprise, I'm dead. And so those are some pretty good rounds on Demo Man, you know, and they were also only about 10 minutes long. because we captured that last point so quickly. And besides that, who wants more than 10 minutes on Dust Bowl at a time? Dust Bowl, yeah, it's a good map. It's also been around since TF2 first came out. But also, the other round I played on Demo Man the other day was on the map that I was just on the other day on Heavy. Highlander here, or Highlander. High Tower, the other map that starts with High. And here's the current glitch with sentry guns. You can't see them when they're going up for some reason. Yep, there it is. They are not visible when they're going up sometimes. I don't know what exactly the deal is with them. It's kind of strange. But occasionally, you will not see the sentry gun going up. In fact, on my 3-minute test video on when I was getting ready to set up for my Twitch stream, when I was playing Scout, I saw an NG apparently drop something. I killed the NG and looked back, and I was like, oh, he didn't put anything up. And then 2 seconds later, all of a sudden being shot in the ass by a sentry gun, a mini-sentry he had just dropped. And I was like, oh my god, what the hell? Yeah, speaking of what the hell was that medic doing? He looked like he was trying to heal me. I was like so distracted by his unconventional movement that I didn't even aim right. I got killed by the soldiers. I still had a pretty good little run there. But yeah, upon respawning, I see our mini-sentry up on the right. I'm being shot from the right as well, and I first wanted to run away from whatever the hell was shooting me, and I thought better of it and was like, well, maybe I should go back and defend the mini-sentry, but that pyro already took it out, so, you know, well, get the health then. And so I'm shooting at this guy. I thought for sure he was going to run into the little room there and get the health, and I might have a pretty good chance at, you know, jumping down and catching him, but no, he tried to run away in a straight line, and no matter how fast you are, if you run in a straight line, it makes it a little bit obvious. I managed to catch that medic, and then I saw this pyro coming, and I thought I might fake him out and circle the cart, but he didn't chase me. He stood his ground and was coming at me from the other side, so he caught me head on. He had, like, no health left, too, so it was extra disappointing. So, as you may have noticed, I'm using the sticky jumper instead of the normal sticky bomb launcher, and I'm using the Scottman's Skull Cutter as my melee this round. And too late there, I noticed that Heavy. I was like, oh no, he's got the 5 seconds of mini crits up, and I don't have any grenades to shoot at him. And, you know, right there, I managed to catch the soldier, not the demo, but the demo luckily came into range, and it only takes 2 swings, non-critical, with the Skull Cutter thanks to that 20% damage bonus, but you do move just barely faster than a Heavy. But of course, if you've been playing a lot of Heavy lately, then it feels natural to move as slow as an ant, so it's not a big deal. And luckily, everybody left me alone there, because 3 HP is not enough to combat anybody. And here you can watch me herp-a-derp with stickies trying to go somewhere. I don't know where. And I see him also sticky jumping his way away. And that soldier didn't notice me, and, you know, maybe if he had, he would have strafed in a way that would have been the direction I shot, but he sure didn't. And I didn't notice the sentry. So that's just sad. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank everybody who came out for my live stream on Saturday night, 9 o'clock Eastern. I'm going to do that again this week. And then also a week from today, Monday, even though this will come out like Monday night. So this coming Monday, which will be the 29th, I will be streaming earlier in the day, more like 3 p.m. Eastern, so I can hopefully have a chance at playing with some of my viewers on, or in different time zones, on different time zones. You're on the land that is of a different time. But anyway, I'd also like to thank all my subscribers and viewers, everybody who likes and comments. It's been a ton of fun making these videos. I've been doing it since May, believe it or not, and I can't believe it's October. And, you know, whether or not I blow up, like they might say, or you know, wind up with widespread recognition or not, I'm much less concerned about that than just having fun, and you guys are keeping it fun. So, thank you. I will keep making them as long as you keep watching. And I have not forgotten about the promise of giving away a free hat. I am just a couple of items away from smelting enough metal to make another hat. And yeah, that guy caught me right as I was coming around the cart. I guess that'll be my transition back into the gameplay here. Yep, like I said, using the sticky bomb jumper, or sticky jumper, to actually name it correctly. I was really hoping to catch this medic here, but I'm not going to be able to chase him down. Obviously, especially without a charge. And somehow in the time I was on the top to back, there's that sentry there randomly. I was like, man, where did that come from? I saw that Heavy there jumping on the cart, and if I'd paid closer attention, I would have realized he was a spy. Because I was wedged up against the cart there, I flew through the air when I got backstabbed, and I thought that was pretty funny. And that medic ran toward the little health kit on the right rather than toward the little room where I thought I might be able to isolate him and really catch him. But luckily, these guys just kind of kept charging at me down this straightaway. Like, yeah, cool. That worked out nicely. I don't know who was shooting me on the right there. Probably the medic, since it seems like it was needles.
I've never heard that line before.
I'm worried about the sniper now. And before I can even hit him, he's backstabbed. And I thought I had a half-decent chance here, because the medic's already on the ground. Unless he ran up on the top, he wouldn't be able to hit me. We had a heavy up top, but nope, there's a soldier there coming out. I see there's a spy behind him, and I thought, you know what? That's probably going to be the end of this round, too, because I'm dead, of course, which is the prerequisite for any of these rounds to end, is me to be dead. And, of course, that is the case. We managed to cap it there and finish that round off. That was a good game all the same. So, like I said, my live streams currently will be twice a week. Saturday at 9 p.m. and Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be playing Team Fortress 2, at least initially, exclusively with you guys. Hopefully, at least with as many of you guys as can come out. And hopefully as my channel continues to grow and I continue to get more followers, we can start really having so many people that I can just join into an empty server and play with nothing but viewers. That would be the ultimate goal, I think, right now in my YouTube life. Would be to have enough viewers joining me for my live streams that we can actually fill up a server. That would be freaking awesome. I would be so motivated to give away all kinds of stuff to you guys if we manage that level of success. You can mark my words on that one. All kinds of crate openings and stuff will be on the horizon. Not to, you know, sound like I'm trying to bribe people to come out, because, you know, I joked about that in my last video and I got a message that said, oh, come on, man, you don't need to bribe us. It's like, yeah, I know, it was just a joke. I'm not really actually, you know, like, no, I'll give you $1, come out, I'll do anything. Like, no, it's all for good times. Giveaways are exciting. I always like giveaways and, you know, being able to provide them, especially at almost no cost at all, or literally no cost when I'm smelting down weapons that drop randomly when I'm playing the game I love to play anyway. Then I'm more than happy to provide those for the giveaway. But enough rambling. Thank you so much for watching. I do greatly appreciate it, as always. Like it if you like it, and I will catch you next time. Peace.